Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I really wanted to do this video. This is going to be all about self-care. So if you guys don't know, I have been struggling with anxiety for about 5 years, and recently my doctor noticed, or he at least suspected, some depression, but it has not been officially diagnosed. But the anxiety is diagnosed as just generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD. So I really wanted to do this. You don't have to have like anxiety or some type of mental disorder for self-care. Self-care is of course for everybody, but I just really wanted to share this video and share a little bit of my story for you guys that probably are struggling with the same as me. And I want to tell you guys, if you guys are struggling with a mental disorder, I don't like calling it a disorder, we'll just say mental well-being. I think that sounds a little more friendly. But yeah, you guys are not alone. I'm in this journey with you, and I want to share you guys some tips that have worked with me. So let's get started. What I want to tell you guys is skincare. So I know it sounds silly, or it might sound silly to some people, but having a skincare routine at morning and nighttime is very therapeutic. At least for me it is. I know for a lot of people it's probably a hassle, but it's probably because you're not used to making it a routine, or you're making it a chore. For me, I used to see it as a chore, but now I don't see it as a chore because I've seen lots of improvement on my skin. But long story short, having a routine that I actually enjoy really helps me. So that is my first tip. Second tip, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I am really big into fitness. I have my bachelor's in nutrition, so I realize how important it is to be healthy in the inside and the outside. Going to the gym, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, but exercising is very, very important, and it has been proven to help with anxiety. So sometimes when I'm feeling a little off or a little down for any reason, I love going to the gym. It makes my mind think about other things, and I'm no longer thinking about whatever's making me anxious or sad. It's just really helpful. And then my gym has a sauna. Saunas are also very proven to help you mentally. So if your gym has a sauna, I highly recommend you guys utilize it. If you guys don't have a sauna, you know, that's okay. Still, exercising is very good. I know sometimes it can be hard. At least for me, it was very hard to make it into a habit, make it into something I love. Like I said, it's not a chore for me. I enjoy going to the gym. I love it, and I've noticed it definitely improved my anxiety. And of course, it's also a form of self-care, so highly recommend you exercise. Another one that I want to share is acupuncture. So long story short, let me just tell you guys really quickly how I know that acupuncture has helped and has worked. So there are a lot of scientific studies. I've read a few articles. You don't want to just go on Google and just believe what they said. You actually want to look at peer-reviewed articles. If you're not a student, you have to pay for these, I believe. But since I'm a student, I just graduated, and I believe I still have like all the benefits and stuff for about like a year. So I'm able to read scientific journals if I want for free. So I did read some for acupuncture, and it has been proven that it has helped people with anxiety. So I have a personal story about that. So in February, I went to my doctor, and the assistant of the doctor, I don't know what her title is, but she told me, oh, your heart rate has been pretty high lately. And my doctor knows that my heart rate is pretty quick because of my anxiety. Heart palpitations is very, very common, so that was one of my issues. And she told me like, oh, when you can, go to your local pharmacy and check your heart rate. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what, I don't want to struggle with this forever, and I don't want to be on anxiety medications. You know, if you're on anxiety medications, I'm not trying to talk down on you or any reason. It's just my personal choice. I don't want to be on anxiety medications for the rest of my life or anything like that. I want to get to the root cause, because for me personally, I see it as a band-aid. You're just covering the symptoms. I don't want to cover the symptoms. I want to actually go to the root cause of my anxiety and get rid of it. I know some anxiety is healthy, but once it starts to overwhelm your life and affect it the way it is, then that's when it's not healthy. So I suck out, is that how you say it? I don't know if that's how you say it, but I started looking into acupuncture. I found an amazing doctor. He told me he can help me, and the reason I know it works is because I was doing acupuncture for about a month, 3 to 4 weeks more or less. When I went to back to my doctor, the lady that originally took my heart rate the first time, and the one that gave me the call, she told me, your heart rate is normal. It's definitely improved. And that's not pretty common for me. So if you struggle with anxiety, you guys know that a normal heart rate is pretty rare. So I was surprised, and I actually do feel a lot calmer. So acupuncture works, you guys. I highly recommend acupuncture. And then the cool thing about acupuncture is that it doesn't just treat whatever you're going for, but it's also treating your whole entire body as a whole. So I highly recommend it. It is costly, but you can't put a cost on your health. You know, if you have the funds for it, I would recommend it. So yeah, I'm also doing a couple of other things in addition to acupuncture, which I'm going to be talking about because those are going to be my next tips. You don't have to do any of this or all of it or anything. You guys can pick and choose and do whatever you're comfortable with. These are just things that has helped me is journaling. So one of my really good friends actually bought this journal for me, and she asked me for my address, and I think she told me she was just gonna send me like, oh yeah, she said she was gonna send me like a Christmas card or something, and she actually sent me a little journal. So I love this journal. It says, "I can do all this through him who gives me strength," and I love it. So I've actually started journaling. I started writing down things on here. Get your thoughts on paper. It's so helpful. Prayer is also a great form of meditation, which brings me to my next point. Meditation is awesome. I use this app called Headspace. I love it. They have different things you can address. They have anxiety. They have the basic. They have also sleep. What else do they have? They have a bunch of things, but I highly recommend the app Headspace. Or, you know, there's tons of other apps, but that's the one that I personally like. I have that one downloaded on my phone, and then I also have another one called Calm. But yeah, meditation is also very helpful. I know it can be hard to get it into routine. You just kind of have to get used to it. Another thing I'll talk about are supplements. Also, I'm not a doctor. I have my bachelor's in nutrition, so I feel pretty confident in what I'm saying, but I don't know your medical history or anything like that. So, you know, if you want to try out these supplements, I highly recommend you take notes, write them down, talk to your doctor about it, and see what your doctor says, if, you know, if it'll be okay for you to take. So one of them is ashwagandha. I love this. This has helped me so much. I use this one specifically from Sprouts. I know they have like little, what's it called, like little pills or whatever, and then they also have the drops. So I just have the drops because I hate swallowing pills, but I'll do it, but I just hate it. If I could avoid it, I would rather avoid it. But yeah, I love this. I need to get some more actually, but ashwagandha is so good for anxiety and stress, and it really does help. And I've noticed a personal difference with it, so I highly recommend it. Another one is vitamin D. So I've been taking this one. It has 5,000 IU. Low vitamin D has actually been shown to increase depression. They also say like, that's why like when the sun is out, a lot of people feel happier, and then just being outside is just better for you, and it does help with depression. So yeah, highly recommend you guys check your vitamin D levels when you go get your lab work. I know some doctors don't always check them, and sometimes you have to ask your doctor to put it like on the little lab form or whatever if they can check your vitamin D, but highly recommend you guys take a vitamin D supplement. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are probably going to be deficient. Yeah, vitamin D, super important as well. Also really love CBD, which is different than THC. This one doesn't give you that high feeling or anything. Love CBD, but you do have to get one that is clean. This one in this company, Veritas Farm, which is this one right here. The unflavored, they do have, I think, a strawberry and some other flavor, but specifically from what I saw, the unflavored has passed like the heavy metals test. They do third-party testing and anything like that, so this is completely clean CBD. So I highly recommend you guys look for one that shows like their third-party testing, so you guys don't get any heavy metals or anything like that. But yeah, Veritas Farm is a great one. Highly recommend. But yeah, I do take CBD every single day. Also, another supplement that a really good friend of mine recommended. This is called 5-HTP, which is, I believe it's serotonin, or it helps your body make more serotonin, something with serotonin. Serotonin is your happy hormone, so it helps with brain, mood, and sleep. So highly recommend you guys look into 5-HTP as well. And then this one is not a supplement, but I do have a diffuser at my house, and I love using essential oils, and this one is one of my favorite ones from Sprouts, the Garden of Life brand, and I'm using Calm. And I know they do have a bunch of other things that address other things, but yeah, the one I use is Calm. Another thing I want to talk about is this mat right here. This is like one of my newest purchases. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Shakti right here. This is Acupressure acupressure, which is different than acupuncture, because acupuncture are like the needles that actually puncture your skin. This one just gives your body pressure. I have seen a lot of people would actually fall asleep on this, and it also does help relieve stress. Yeah, and you can also meditate on it. I'll link them down below. You guys can check their Instagram, but it's really good for your muscles, sore muscles after going to the gym. You just want to relax. You can stand on it. You can put your I like to lay on it like with my back, my quads, my hamstrings. You can also use like your hands, your arms. You can do so much things with this. You can also put it like on the back of your neck and your shoulders, and it's just very relieving. They call it, I believe, like the bed of nails. It does kind of like burn the first few minutes, but then after a while it starts to feel good. And that's pretty much it. Those are some of my favorite self-care things. If you have any down below, please go ahead and leave a comment and we can help each other out. Let me know if you guys do any of these things recently, or if you guys are interested in any of them, and I would love to chat more about it. So yeah, so please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.